With the 2025 season approaching, the franchise still has an important gap to fill. An experienced backup who can also act as a mentor for J.J. McCarthy among the available names, a familiar face to the fans emerges as an interesting option. Case Keenum, the hero of the Minneapolis Miracle. But does Keenum still have what it takes to help McCarthy? And more, why would he be a better choice than Aaron Rodgers or Ryan Tannehill? The answer may surprise you. Keep watching the video to understand everything. Behind the scenes in the NFL, discussions are heating up about the Vikings' search for a veteran to complete their quarterback lineup. Currently, the team only has J.J. McCarthy, a newly drafted player still adapting to the league, and Brett Rypien, whose profile is better suited for the third-string quarterback role. This creates an urgent need for a player who can bring stability to the team and guide McCarthy during his transition to the NFL. Among the names being speculated, Case Keenum stands out not only for his experience but also for his history with the franchise and his leadership profile. His familiarity with Minnesota and various offensive systems makes him a natural choice for the role. Case Keenum had a significant impact on the Minnesota Vikings during the 2017 season. At the time, he stepped into the starting role after Sam Bradford's injury and surprised many by leading the team to the NFC Championship game. His most iconic moment was the Minneapolis Miracle, when, in the final seconds of the game against the New Orleans Saints, he threw a 27-yard pass to Stephon Diggs. Diggs avoided a missed tackle by safety Marcus Williams and ran all the way to the end zone to complete a 61-yard touchdown, securing a 29-24 victory for the Vikings. Although it was a temporary success, that season solidified Keenum as a fan favorite. In 15 starts, he accumulated 3,547 yards, 22 touchdowns, and just 7 interceptions. Despite his solid performance, then head coach Mike Zimmer never viewed him as the long-term solution for the position. The franchise decided to go in a different direction the following season, and Keenum eventually left Minnesota. Since leaving the Vikings in 2018, Keenum has played for several NFL teams, including the Denver Broncos, Washington Commanders, Cleveland Browns, Buffalo Bills, and Houston Texans. This journey gave him extensive experience in different offensive systems, which is a significant advantage in a mentorship role. In recent years, Keenum has solidified his reputation as a reliable quarterback and an excellent guide for young talents. During his time with the Cleveland Browns, he helped Baker Mayfield grow as a starter, providing valuable insights into defensive reads and decision-making. Later, with the Buffalo Bills, even without playing frequently, he contributed to preparing Josh Allen, assisting with game strategy and analyzing opposing defenses. His most recent role was with the Houston Texans, where he played an essential part in the development of young C.J. Stroud, helping the rookie adapt to the NFL. Now, in 2025, Keenum is available on the free agent market, and the Vikings may see him as the ideal piece to fill the gap in their roster. Why does Keenum fit the current Vikings lineup? The Vikings have a promising offense with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and T.J. Hawkinson. A veteran like Keenum could help J.J. McCarthy maximize the potential of this group, accelerating his development as the starting quarterback. Furthermore, his familiarity with the franchise and his ability to take command in critical moments make him a viable option for any eventuality during the season. Another point that reinforces the viability of Case Keenum as an option for the Vikings in 2025 is his connection with head coach Kevin O'Connell. The two worked together at the Washington Commanders in 2019 when O'Connell held the position of offensive coordinator. At the time, Keenum praised the offensive structure implemented by the coach and demonstrated an ability to quickly adapt to the system. This prior familiarity would facilitate his reintegration into the team, allowing him to understand the nuances of the playbook without requiring a long adaptation period. Over the course of his career, Keenum has shown that he can absorb different offensive schemes and perform his role efficiently. This versatility highlights his ability to contribute immediately within O'Connell's system, which is crucial for a team seeking stability in the backup quarterback position. Furthermore, his previous experience with Coach O'Connell creates valuable synergy for McCarthy's development, as he will need a mentor capable of guiding him through his transition to becoming the starting quarterback. Keenum's presence in the locker room would not only strengthen the quarterback room, but also provide a reliable source of knowledge for McCarthy, both on and off the field. In recent years, Keenum has taken on this mentorship role with different teams. With the Cleveland Browns, he helped Baker Mayfield grow as a starting quarterback, assisting with defensive reads and decision-making under pressure. With the Buffalo Bills, even without playing frequently, he provided strategic support to Josh Allen, helping analyze opposing defenses and preparing weekly game plans. More recently, with the Houston Texans, he played a key role in the development of C.J. Stroud, the third overall pick in the 2023 draft. During his time with the team, Keenum helped Stroud understand more complex defensive systems, refine his passing mechanics, and handle the leadership responsibilities inherent to the starting quarterback position. Now in 2025, Keenum is available on the free agent market following his departure from the Texans and emerges as a viable option for teams seeking not only depth at the quarterback position, but also a player with proven experience as a mentor. The Vikings, who need a reliable backup for McCarthy, may see him as the ideal piece to complete their roster. With a talented roster around him, including weapons like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and TJ Hawkinson, a veteran like Keenum could help McCarthy accelerate his development and maximize the team's offensive potential. In addition to his experience and familiarity with O'Connell, another factor that makes Keenum an interesting option for the Vikings is his ability to excel in crucial moments. The Minneapolis Miracle was an iconic example of how he performed under pressure, leading one of the most memorable moments in the franchise's history. This experience in critical situations could be invaluable for McCarthy, who will face similar challenges throughout his NFL career. Keenum can help McCarthy prepare for decisive moments, teaching him how to manage pressure and stay calm during playoff games or high-stakes situations. Given these qualities, the question arises as to why Keenum would be a more suitable choice than other veteran quarterbacks available on the market, such as Aaron Rodgers or Ryan Tannehill. Although Rodgers is a quarterback with Hall of Fame potential, his strong personality and leadership style may not be ideal for an environment focused on developing a young talent. Rodgers' presence could create a complicated dynamic, with McCarthy potentially feeling pressured or intimidated, which could negatively impact his development. Meanwhile, Ryan Tannehill, despite his experience as a starter, does not have a solid track record as a mentor, and his recent inconsistency could be an obstacle for a team that needs stability at the position. Keenum, on the other hand, represents an option that balances experience, leadership, and adaptability. His connection with the franchise and with Kevin O'Connell facilitates his integration, while his approachable and collaborative profile creates a positive environment for McCarthy. Additionally, from a financial perspective, Keenum offers better cost-effectiveness compared to names like Rodgers and Tannehill. His most recent contract with the Houston Texans was valued at around $3.1 million per year, significantly less than the more renowned quarterbacks on the market, allowing the Vikings to strengthen other areas of the roster without compromising the salary cap. Another important point is the issue of durability and reliability. Unlike some veterans who deal with recurring physical issues, Keenum has maintained a relatively healthy track record throughout his career, making him a less risky option in terms of availability over the course of a season. For a team that needs a backup capable of stepping onto the field and executing the game plan when necessary, this physical consistency can be a relevant factor in the decision-making process. Signing Case Keenum as a backup and mentor for J.J. McCarthy is not only a practical choice, but also a strategic move within the Vikings' planning for 2025. Although often underestimated, the backup quarterback position plays an essential role in the stability and development of a team. For the Vikings, who are relying on the young McCarthy as the future of the franchise, bringing in a veteran like Keenum ensures not only protection against injuries, but also a structured learning environment. Keenum has accumulated experience in different offensive systems throughout his career, from Minnesota to Houston, giving him vast tactical knowledge. This background allows him to tailor his teaching to McCarthy's specific needs, particularly in crucial areas such as defensive reads, pre-snap adjustments, and game management. Moreover, his familiarity with Kevin O'Connell, built during their time working together at the Washington Commanders, facilitates his integration into the current playbook, eliminating the typical adaptation curve for newly signed veteran quarterbacks. This prior familiarity creates a solid foundation for McCarthy's development, allowing him to quickly adapt to O'Connell's system and maximize the potential of the talented roster around him, including weapons like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and TJ Hawkinson. Another differentiator for Keenum is his accessible and collaborative demeanor, which fosters a positive environment both on and off the field. His leadership qualities make him an ideal mentor for McCarthy, ensuring a smooth transition into the starting quarterback role. From a financial perspective, his signing is also advantageous. His average annual salary with the Houston Texans was $3.125 million, significantly less than other options on the market, allowing the Vikings to strengthen other areas of the roster without compromising the salary cap. Furthermore, Keenum's recent injury history, including a foot injury sustained in August 2024 that sidelined him for the remainder of the season, does not overshadow his overall durability throughout his career. Unlike some veterans who struggle with recurring physical issues, Keenum has maintained a relatively healthy track record, making him a reliable option for availability over the course of a season. This consistency is crucial for a team that needs a backup capable of stepping onto the field and executing the game plan when necessary. In addition to his adaptability and reliability, Keenum's extensive experience in mentoring young quarterbacks stands out. During his tenure with the Houston Texans, he played a pivotal role in developing C.J. Stroud, the third overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Keenum helped Stroud refine his mechanics, understand complex defensive schemes, and handle the leadership responsibilities inherent to the starting quarterback position. This mentorship experience aligns perfectly with the Vikings' need to accelerate McCarthy's growth as the franchise quarterback. His ability to simplify complex ideas and provide practical advice will be instrumental in McCarthy's transition to the NFL, especially given the added challenge of recovering from a knee injury. In summary, signing Case Keenum represents a practical and reliable solution to fill the critical gap at the backup and mentor positions. Now, it is up to the franchise to evaluate whether they will adopt this strategic approach. And you, the fan, what do you think about the possibility of seeing Keenum back in a Vikings uniform? Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on this idea. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive notifications, and give the video a like to support our content. Your interaction is essential for us to keep bringing detailed analyses about the Minnesota Vikings and the NFL. Go Vikings!